Peace, everybody. What's happening? I hope you're having such a beautiful day. My name is Ben. Welcome back to another practice. Today's going to be about 45 minutes of flow, another well-balanced practice where we'll have a little bit of everything, and the goal is to create a fluid flow of energy throughout the whole body. So expect to move, expect to breathe, and expect time at the end to cool down with some restorative stretches and a shavasana. So with that being said, let's get started today right into downward facing dog. I know oftentimes in yoga classes we have one posture we hold at the beginning for many breaths, right before we get to a pose like down dog. But this time, as we go right into down dog, embrace the opportunity to get right into your practice. Give yourself a couple breaths. Maybe you pedal out the legs. Maybe you drop the heels left and right. Where can you create some space and fluidity? And then from your downward facing dog, bend the knees, look forward. And then as you inhale, round and ripple into a plank pose, shifting forward. Bend the knees to a hover and then scoop the hips back, downward facing dog. So let's roll in some circles with our breath. Inhale, roll forward towards plank pose, rounding the spine. Exhale, bend the knees and then scoop the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, scoop the hips up, down dog. One more, inhale, roll forward. Exhale, scoop the hips up, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Then step through to the top of the mat. As you step the right leg through, drop the left knee down and reach the arms to the sky. Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. Feel free to shift and modulate a little bit here as you get into your first lunge. And then find a little bit more steadiness. Press both feet down into the ground. And then with that rooting down sensation in the legs, feel the energy ripple up to the fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale, fingertips down. And then take a light step forward into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Shake out the knees a few times. Inhale to a halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, forward fold, round, and bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, standing all the way up. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Pause here in the middle, one full breath in, and a nice full breath out. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Again, keep a little bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fingertips down. Step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Drop the right knee down and reach the arms to the sky. And then same thing I mentioned in the last lunge. Allow both feet to press down so that you can rise up from that. It's the root to rise sensation. Just like a tree grows its roots down into the ground, and then the roots sprawl wide, sets the foundation for the branches to grow into new heights and for the flowers to bloom into a new experience. So let's take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. On your inhale, round and ripple into a plank pose. On your exhale, take chaturanga, lower halfway. You can always drop your knees down as well. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Keep the legs engaged, keep the glutes engaged to pull through. And then downward facing dog, lift the hips back. Pause here for one full breath in. And a nice full breath out. Inhale, sweep the left leg up to the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, step left foot all the way through. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana lunge. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through the spine, use the back muscles. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hands to the heart, exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot steps all the way back, left knee drops down. Inhale, arms to the sky, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, return to your home base. Inhale, ripple into a plank pose. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Let's continue to find some circular rhythm. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, step to the top of your space. Drop the knee and then inhale, reach the fingertips up, Anjaneyasana. Asana. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Half lift on your inhale. Forward fold on the exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, draw hands to heart for your Anjali Mudra prayer position. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe the hips press forward to create an opening. Exhale, forward fold, bring it back down. Inhale, half lift, clear some space. Exhale, fingertips down, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale for your full lunge, arms up to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, one breath in to roll forward. Exhale to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull the heart through the gate of the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Return. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps through. Head to your lunge. Drop the knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms spring up to the sky. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Lift into new space. Exhale, forward fold and find support and familiarity. Inhale, halfway lift, create length in the spine. Exhale, left foot steps back into your lunge. Drop the knee. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple more full rounds and then we're done. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step all the way through. Amazing job. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Arms up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back into your same lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step all the way through. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on the exhale. Arms up on the inhale. Return to the heart, exhale. Find the sky, inhale. Bring the sky down to the earth, exhale, like the rain. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot steps back. Drop the knee down, inhale for your lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple into plank. Exhale, take chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take a full inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, take a nice full exhale. Inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. For your lunge, drop the knee down, reach the arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground, warrior three. Find a balance as you spring up. From here, rise all the way to stork pose. Pull the left knee into the chest and reach the arms up. And then a little challenge, try to straighten your left leg and kick out in front of you. From here, sweep it all the way back into a crescent lunge. Left foot back of the mat, arms up to the sky. Take an inhale. Long pyramid pose on the exhale. So we'll straighten the right leg. Sometimes it's nice to bring hands to your hips and then begin to hinge forward. Now you might stop right here. You're a little bit uplifted, or you could always fold all the way down. If you have a couple blocks, you could bring a couple blocks in to find a little bit more space in the fold by bringing the ground up. Try to stay high onto your back toes so we're not sinking down into the back foot. We're lifting up off of it. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Bring your hands to the ground and step back to downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, ripple into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Step all the way through and take your lunge. Drop the knee down and reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, shift forward, warrior three. Work your way into the balance and then rise all the way up to a stork pose. Right knee into the chest, arms up, a little moment of challenge. Extend the right leg just as much as you can, and it's okay if the heel drops down, that's natural. Swing the right leg back into high crescent lunge. Arms up when you get there, inhale. Long pyramid pose, exhale. Breathe at your own pace. Try to keep length into your spine. You can always keep a little bend in your front left leg. An option to fold all the way down towards the mat, your choice. One more full breath in here. And a nice full breath out. Plant the palms on the ground. You can bend your knee to do so and step back to your down dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, pull through to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's keep adding and building. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step through for your lunge. Drop the knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. This time, add in a half split. So bring the hands down and pull the hips back into your half splits. From the half splits, toes are flexing back toward the shin. Take an inhale. Exhale, crawl forward. Enter the warrior three. From warrior three, rise all the way up and pull the left knee into the chest. And then extend and kick your left leg out. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the left leg back. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, long pyramid. Extend through the right leg and begin to hinge forward. Embrace the fold and feel yourself slowly creating a little bit more space as we do this a couple times. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knee and step back. Inhale, ripple into a plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, your upward facing dog. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. On your inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step all the way through to create your lunge. Inhale, the arms to the sky. Exhale, half splits, hips pull back in space, flex the toes back. Look out in front of you, warrior three. Create a balance and find a lot of energy extending back through your right foot. Stork pose, pull the right knee into the chest, arms up, and then kick forward with the right foot. Swing the right leg all the way back. High crescent lunge, inhale up. Exhale, extend the left leg, long pyramid, hinge and fold into it. Stay here for a full breath in. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale, ripple forward into plank, and you can always skip this little ripple into your vinyasa or move through your chaturanga to up dog. Either way, wherever you find yourself, let's meet in down dog whenever you get there. Okay, let's add on a little bit. We're laddering it up here. So inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step all the way through and drop the back knee. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, half splits, load it up, shift back. Inhale, warrior three. Stay here on the exhale, warrior three. Inhale, stork pose, left knee pulls into the chest. Exhale, kick the left foot forward. Inhale, sweep it back all the way to high crescent lunge. Exhale, long pyramid, extend and fold. This time from long pyramid, one breath in and a full breath out. And then we'll bend into the front knee, we'll drop the back knee down, and we'll open into a twisted lizard lunge. So as you can see, this is where I'm bringing the block in. We're gonna rainbow the right arm all the way up and around and catch the back foot for a bind. And this bind may not be there for you if you are really tight in your quads or your hips or your shoulders, or maybe you just have really Short arms and long legs, there's a lot of factors to this. But even if you can't get the bind, even just by reaching for the bind, you get all of the same benefits, right? Embrace the twist open at this diagonal angle and feel your heart shifting up to the sky. Take a full breath in. Release your foot on the breath out. Bring both hands to the ground and step back into downward facing dog. And then from your down dog, let's inhale, ripple forward into a plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, your upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Step left foot through into your lunge. Drop the knee down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, half splits, load it up and pull the hips back. Inhale, glide forward, warrior three. Then stay here and stabilize on the exhale. Inhale, pull the right knee into the chest, lift the arms. Exhale, kick and straighten through your right leg. Inhale, all the way back, high crescent lunge. Exhale, hinge into your long pyramid. Stay here for a full breath in. Exhale out. And then mosey your way to this lizard lunge twist. So left foot comes wide, right knee drops down, and then we'll rainbow the left arm all the way up and around into the quad stretch. Feel free to use a block under your right hand here. Often makes the process of catching the bind a little bit easier. Full breath in. Exhale out. If you have a bind, let it go. Bring both hands to the ground and step back into your downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, ripple into a plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, last round through that. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through into your lunge. Inhale, reach the fingers to the sky. Exhale, half splits, pull the hips back and load it up. Inhale, glide out into warrior three. Stay here on the exhale. Inhale, left knee pulls into the chest. Exhale, kick the left foot forward. Inhale, sweep it back, high crescent lunge. Exhale, extend into long pyramid. Stay here, one breath in. Exhale out. Shift forward, begin to mosey your way into your lizard lunge, rainbowing the right arm up and around into the quad stretch. As you get there, one breath in, gently release on the breath out. Downward facing dog, step the right foot back. Optional, inhale to ripple forward into plank, and exhale to lower through chaturanga. Inhale to pull into upward facing dog, and exhale to reset in downward facing dog. Last side, amazing work. Left leg up on the inhale. Step through on the exhale. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, half splits. Shift the hips back. Inhale, warrior three. Stay here on your exhale. Inhale, knee into chest. Stand up. Exhale, kick forward with the right foot. Inhale, sweep it back and reach the arms up into your lunge. Exhale, long pyramid. Full breath in. Exhale out. Mosey your way into lizard lunge twist. Left foot comes wide, right knee drops down, and the left arm rainbows up. Take an inhale as you get there. Exhale, release both hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Optional, ripple forward to plank on the inhale. Chaturanga on the exhale, lots of those today. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. All right, what a journey so far today. From down dog, walk the hands backwards to the feet, finding a forward fold at the back of your mat. Ragdoll the arms or find gorilla pose, Padahastasana, by sliding the palms underneath the feet to create a bind. You might have to bend your knees considerably. And then whichever variation you're at with the arms, let the head drop and dangle low. Maybe nod the head yes, shake the head no. Loosen up through your neck muscles. Release the low back. And take a couple more breaths. Release whatever bind you have. Slowly roll to standing. Keep a little bend in the knees for safety and strength. And eventually, we've come all the way to standing. As we do so, let's take tree pose. Let's start out by rooting down into the right foot and take tree pose by bringing the left foot onto the right leg. And you could start all the way down by the ankle, or you could bring the foot up onto the thigh. It's really your choice. It's more about the opening angle of the left hip. Option 1, keep your hands at heart center. Option 2, blossom the arms up to the sky. Option 3, find Kali Mudra, interlacing all fingertips except for thumb and first finger, and use that energetic bind to open the shoulders, create strength in the arms, and find an upward carrying of our momentum and energy. Take 2 to 3 breaths. Release the bind if you have it, and then slowly release the left leg down to the ground. If you want to shake out your legs in between sides or shake out the upper body in any way that feels natural, of course you're welcome to. And then switch sides. Tree pose side number 2. So the right leg comes onto the left leg again. Down by the ankle or shin or up on the thigh is your choice. But imagine both limbs are pressing into one another and finding the center. So we're not pressing just our foot into our thigh or our thigh into our foot. They're both finding union in the center. And then add in the arms, same options as the other side. If you're going for Kali Mudra, try to find the opposite thumb on top or the other side weaving of the fingertips, if that makes sense. And take a few breaths. And if you have the bind, release the arms first. And then feel free to use your hand to help you very gently release the right foot down to the mat. Shake things out a little bit. All right, let's find dancer's pose. One more balance, and then we'll find our next standing flow for the practice. So we'll connect left hand to left foot, start in this quad stretch, reach the right hand up to the sky, and then kick and expand into dancer's pose, Natarajasana. Nataraja, who the pose is named after, Nataraja is a manifestation of Shiva, right? The great god in the Hindu tradition and just in the tradition of yogic philosophy. And Shiva is known as pure consciousness, but Nataraja is the expression of Shiva that is the creator, the preserver, and the destroyer. Let's take one more breath in and slowly release on the breath out. Take your time switching to the other side for dancer's pose, and I'll continue the story, right? So Nataraja is Shiva just as the creator, preserver, and destroyer. And it's known that Nataraja does this cosmic dance, whereas Shiva himself is usually just seated completely still in meditation. Again, Shiva is just pure consciousness, very little activity. But Nataraja, on the other hand, moves through a cosmic dance that holds every possible energy and that weaves through the dance. I actually have a little statue of Nataraja right here. You probably won't be able to see super well, like doing this big dance, moving the energy around, so many different energies, creation, preservation, and destruction. But destruction is not a negative thing. I think something that yoga philosophy teaches us is that sometimes destruction is just part of the natural patterns of life, and destruction is actually what creates room for us to create a new energy moving forward. Anyways, let's meet in downward facing dog. Little unexpected story time there. Feel free to look more into that. There's a lot of really interesting information out there on the metaphors and energies that come from the Hindu and yogic deities and gods and goddesses. And you can be from any culture or tradition to get a lot of value out of those things. You don't have to be any sort of specific religion or identify with anything. This is for everybody. Anyways, right leg to the sky, three-legged duck. Step through, take warrior 2. Rotate the left heel down and rise, spread the arms. Settle into this space for a moment. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Half moon pose. Lean out into your balance. This is what we've been building towards by doing all these other balances. Optional block under your right hand, but it's certainly not required. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly step back and then reverse your triangle. So allow the right leg to extend as you lift the energy up, relieve some of that weight onto the front leg. Take an inhale, triangle pose on the exhale, reach forward and then drop into it. Either keep the right hand floating or drop it down to the mat or block. Take an inhale here, return to warrior two on the exhale. Star pose on the inhale, turn sideways and then come into a goddess pose. Heels click in, toes shift out, cactus the arms, and then close off, hands to heart center. Let's move through a flow with the breath. So inhale, straighten arms and legs and reach up. Exhale, sink back down with hands to heart center. On your inhale, push the energy out to the sides. And then exhale, gather the energy back at heart center. You'll get the hang of this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, push the energy out to the sides. Exhale, gather the energy back at your heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, push out. Exhale, gather in. Two more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Remember, stay low here and then inhale, push out. Exhale, gather in. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise up to star pose. And then hinge at the hips into a wide-legged forward fold. Halfway lift into a skandasana at the back of the mat, side lunge. From skandasana, shift all the way to the top of the mat. And then mosey your way into half pigeon. So bring the right foot all the way to the left side edge of the mat. And then drop into your pigeon pose. Any other variations of pigeon, always welcome. You can take a deer pose or 90-90, taking your left knee and bringing it out to the side. Or you can even lay on your back or sit up into figure four, crossing your ankle over your knee. Take an inhale in pigeon. Exhale to fold forward. And give yourself 3 or 4 slow breaths here. Start to lift up, and before you just release out of it, stay here for a moment. The right leg will stay basically as is. Left leg swings around into Janu Shirshasana or seated tree pose. We did the tree pose. Find a very similar orientation in your legs. We just happen to be sitting down here. And then side body stretch. Dip your left side. Reach and stretch through your right side body. There's an energetic draw between right fingertips and left toes. It doesn't matter if that connection is actualized, but wherever you are, there's an energetic draw. Take 2 or 3 breaths into the right side lung. Release out of this stretch, but keep the legs as is. Drop the right hand out behind your right hip and then rainbow the left arm up as you bridge the hips up, pressing down into the right shin. Inhale here in this variation of wild thing or even variation of side plank. Exhale, slowly lower back down. From here, let's cross the left leg over the right leg, just like Gomukhasana in the legs, cow face pose. And then from here, take an inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to twist to your left. Option to use left hand or elbow around the right knee to find your twist. And then breathe into it. So inhale, lengthen even more. Exhale, turn into the twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist. We're going to try something fun. So as we release out of the twist, just keep turning around. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Downward facing dog, facing backwards. Hopefully that made sense, but we're now in downward facing dog, just facing the opposite way as before. Let's inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Step through into warrior two. Right heel rotates down behind us. Spread the arms. Find your fierce warrior energy. But the thing about these warrior poses is that it's a calm, focused energy. It's not a super active, energy where we're trying to do a bunch of things, we're sprinting. No, it's like we're very focused, we're calm, and we're ready, and we're receptive. And we're compassionate, right? A real warrior moves with strength that's rooted in compassion. Okay, find warrior three, or excuse me, half moon, rather. Begin to lean out into half moon. Embrace the challenge, and then slowly step back. Reverse the triangle when you do so. Bring more weight into the back foot, and then head into full triangle pose. Trikonasana, lean out, and then find your space. Open through the chest, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, turn sideways to star pose. Exhale, goddess pose. Bring hands to heart center, same flow. If you want, you can close the eyes. Envision yourself moving the energy around. Inhale, straighten arms and legs. Exhale, sink down, hands to heart. Stay low. Inhale, push the energy away. Exhale, gather what you need to your heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, push away. Exhale, gather to your heart. Two more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower, find depth. Inhale, push the energy out. Exhale, gather it to your heart. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Skandasana, bending the right knee. So we're heading to what's now the back of the mat. It used to be the front of the mat. All you got to know is that the right knee is bent, left leg is the long one. And then shift and go towards your left foot. We're headed all the way to pigeon. So now the left foot moseys its way to the right side edge of the mat. The right leg reaches back behind us. Stay upright for a moment. Take an inhale. Exhale, embrace the fold. Take about 4 slow breaths. Begin to slowly peel up and then swing the right leg around, coming into your Janu Shirshasana, seated tree pose. Sit up tall and then embrace the side body stretch as the right side dips a little bit so that the left side can really lengthen and reach. A few breaths here, opening your right side rib cage. Release out of this. Rainbow your left hand down to the mat and then bridge the hips up to the sky into this variation of wild thing or supported side plank. Take an inhale, lifting the hips. Exhale, rotate back down. As the hips land once again, right leg crosses over the left. As we come into Gomukhasana in the legs, we'll set up for our twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, embrace the twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one, my friends. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Same as last time, untwist, 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 untwist until eventually down dog, facing the way that we normally face. From this position, go ahead and drop the knees down to the mat. Come into a seated position, Vajrasana, sitting on the shins. If you want to sit on a block, feel free. We're just going to use the breath to come back into our spirits, and then we're going to lay down on the mat for a few remaining stretches. Grab opposite elbows, and we're going to breathe, and the goal of this style of breath is really simplicity, to bring energy into the body and to bring the lungs into the front. So on your inhale, raise the elbows overhead and bring the lungs forward. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going like so, or speed it up for a little more energy, like a little espresso. So deep inhale, 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 all the way up. And then relax the arms down on the exhale. Take a quick moment in stillness to feel the energy created via the breath. And then let's shift to lay down on our backs. As we lay on our backs, set up for bridge pose. Bend the knees and plant the feet down. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale to bridge the hips up. Option 1, stay in bridge. Option 2, place the hands on the mat up above your shoulders and rise up into a wheel pose. I'm going to stay in bridge today, but if you want the wheel pose, by all means. I am, however, going to bring a bind into my bridge pose, binding the hands behind the back, which creates a little bit more of a back bend sensation in the bridge. Sometimes bringing the feet wider in bridge pose can create a little bit more of a thorough opening. Let's stay here in your back bend for 5, 4, last 3, last 2. On 1, slowly lower down. From here, we're setting up for an inversion. I have 2 options for you, which is option 1, happy baby, or take the happy baby into a shoulder stand. If you're in the shoulder stand, you can stay there as long as you like, or I often like pretty quickly dropping down into a plow pose. And something that could be interesting in plow pose is to allow the arms to extend overhead, and creating a very introverted space, folding into oneself. Wherever you find yourself, happy baby, shoulder stand, plow pose, give yourself a few more breaths in this introverted space, in this space in a more restorative inversion. Slowly release and roll back down onto the mat. As you roll back down onto the mat, let's hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then drop the knees off the left side of your mat into a twist. Nice easy twist today. You're welcome to use left hand to help ground down the right knee, and the right arm can open out to the side. Take 3 breaths. Back through center, twist to the right. Once again, Make any adjustments. Option to root your left leg down with your right hand, and then 3 breaths in this space. Come on back through center. Extend both legs and lay down on your mat for Shavasana. If there's any props you'd like to invite in for your Shavasana or any variations to your physicality, then make yourself feel completely at ease. Today I'm going to rest one hand over my heart and one hand over my belly. I'm going to use that to really feel into my physical structure and to breathe into the sensation of my hands. Let's give ourselves a few minutes of pure rest and stillness in this Shavasana. Inhale through the nose to fill the belly. Sip in a little bit more air to fill the chest. Take a smooth exhale out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, fill the belly. Inhale up to the chest. Pause. Exhale out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Pause. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Pause. Release. You're welcome to take little movements or stretches or roll over onto one side. And we'll slowly rise into a seated position. If you would like more time in Shavasana, you're in your own space. You certainly can take more time. In fact, I recommend it. Otherwise, we'll bring hands through heart center, closing our space with gratitude and connection. Gratitude for the ability to practice yoga. Gratitude to have a body to practice yoga in, to have lungs capable of breathing, and to have a mind that's capable of helping us move through the world. Let's lift the thumbs up to the center of the forehead. Take an inhale. Exhale, we'll bow forward with reverence, respect, compassion, and peace. Much love, my friends. Thanks so much for flowing through this sequence with me. Thanks so much for breathing with me. Thanks so much for being in your practice, because I believe the more that we create a little bit of peace in ourselves, the more that that can just be radiated through the world, and a seed of peace that we can plant can eventually blossom into plants and flowers and abundance for everyone around us. So thanks for being here once again. Have a blessed rest of your day, and hope to do it again soon. Peace.